Mike Morgan.
Well, we're glad you're here. Much needed break from severe weather. We have sunshine out there and the air is dry, so I'll really welcome change. A wet and settled stretch of weather is now heading our way once again. We'll track that timeline for you. Let's take a look outside, though, but nothing but sunshine and a fine, fine view right there from Rose State College over to Tinker Air Force Base on this Memorial Day afternoon. It'll be quiet this evening. Skies will stay clear. Sunset not till about 8:40. We're 89. We're just easing back off our daytime high. A light easterly breeze at 8. And we're from the upper 80s to the middle 90s. Yes, Chickasha is 95 degrees right now. But Hugo has something to say about that because it's 100 in Hugo. 100 degrees right now down there in southeastern Oklahoma, and there's some humidity right there along the Red River as well. But the main body of Oklahoma is much drier today. It's a dry heat, but it is a pretty warm afternoon. And lots of calm winds today, which is nice. In some cases, not even a chop at all on the lakes, just a light chop elsewhere. So really fine. And the weather stays quiet and it stays stable all the way through your evening if folks are coming back from the lake or camping. No problems at all through the rest of your Monday evening. There is some significant severe weather, though, in northern Texas, where it's really hot and very humid. The heat index is running about 105 degrees down near the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and storms exploded right over downtown Dallas between 4:15 and 4:30 and dumped golf ball size 1.8 inches in diameter on the southern sides of downtown Dallas about an hour ago. That storm's moving very slowly to the southeast, still severe, and another severe storm on the northeast side of Texas, Dallas near Garland. And both of those still have quarters, nickels, dimes, and quarters right now in northern Texas. They will stay there. We're going to take a brief moment here after the beautiful clear skies that we have now and go back to Saturday evening. If you recall, about 9:45 at 10 p.m. Saturday evening, a supercell developed over by Marland and dumped some big hail, had a mesocyclone with it. It moved to the east. We're talking about late Saturday evening this past weekend. And once it was to the north of the Owasso area, it became tornadic and produced a pretty long track tornado, powerful for northeastern Oklahoma, especially after dark. The Claremore area was hit. The tornado strengthened on the east side of Claremore. It was an EF2 in Claremore and EF3 on the northeastern sides of Claremore. And there are 2 fatalities near the Rogers-Mays County line in a mobile home with 4 injuries, tragically. And then that same supercell produced 2 EF1s over by Salina and Lake Hudson, just to the south of Grand Lake. And that would have been about 11:30 to midnight on Saturday night late. So we're back up to 98 now preliminarily for Oklahoma tornadoes so far in 2024. The annual record is 149, but we're way above the normal of 57. Tomorrow there's a marginal risk. Storms will be increasing again, especially from near the metro into southern and western Oklahoma with locally heavy rainfall. We got an unsettled stretch of weather coming up. These storms will develop at around 4 to 5 a.m. just to the west and just to the southwest tomorrow morning in the central parts of our state. And it's a likely 60% chance of rain tomorrow in the metro with locally heavy rainfall. Then storms reload out there in the high plains. So the morning drive could become wet in the metro. There will be some heavy rainfall around tomorrow and lots of cloud cover. So temperatures will be much, much milder. 90 at 6 p.m. this evening, 80 at 9 p.m. this evening, not much wind, and 78 by the 10 p.m. news, a low of 68. 40% by sunrise. They're going to develop in this Weatherford, El Reno, Anadarko, Chickasha, Marlow, Duncan, Rush Springs zone at around 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning right here. And they'll make an effort to kind of nudge into the metro toward the morning drive tomorrow. Lots of cloud cover tomorrow and about 75 on average with a 60% chance. It's very likely, very close to the metro, though, so it could wind up being a pretty wet day. The best chance of heavy rainfall tomorrow in the bright green or the dark green stripe there, if you will. Some folks will be in the upper 60s for highs tomorrow, so much, much cooler and lots of 70s around. There's the rainfall developing late tonight. Here's the rainfall for the rest of tomorrow. The blue is a half inch to an inch and a half, and the purple is an inch and a half to 3 inches of rain. The next big wave comes up on Thursday, so we have a pretty wet week coming up. Late May is some of the very wettest time of year in our state. 60% tomorrow, lots of cloud cover, and just 75. 30% on Wednesday, guys, and then 70% on Thursday, and a high back down to 75 again. Here comes Friday and June 1st on Saturday, 84 and 87 a weekend away, and then some 90s out there toward early June on that 7-day plus 4 this evening.